estamos en vivo. Oh, sí, nena. Creo que había dicho en Twitter que iba a ser como mucho más temprano. Sí, estamos en vivo, man. Pero, shut the fuck up, Diego. This is my stream. It's my fucking gameplay, you fucking
Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están?
Fuck off, you fucking cunt. Ok, murió el... Oh, la cámara, weón, está como media la de ya. Calma, wait.
What?
¡No! ¡Pero cable culiao! Fuck, se desconectó la cámara. Perfecto.
¡No puedo gritar! ¡Me va a hacer mierda si grito!
Estoy tratando de arreglar esta va de la cámara. Ahí está. Sí, perfecto. Sí, puedo gritar, weón, pero no hacer las voces de Gary, weón. Me estás hueveando esos temas.
No, no lo digo por Gary, por la mierda. Esta conversación la vamos a tener en privado porque ya me estás triggereando, hermano.
Suena como pelea de pareja, weón. Ok, vamos a comenzar esta transmisión. ¡Hola! ¿Qué tal a todos, chicos? Es su favorito, Seba, Totalinot Seba, su Totalinot Seba favorito. Uy, esta cámara de mierda que no se arregla, weón. Arregla.
Boxeo es esto.
Ah, por la concha de su madre, weón. Cámara culia. Voy a matar a alguien. No me quiere esta cámara, weón. Ahí sí. Weón, terminé activando una weá de mi pantalla, weón. Qué chucha, el menú de pantalla, weón. Ah, igual el menú de pantalla. Ahí está, menú. Listo, perfecto. Tratando de arreglar la puta wea. Hola, ¿qué tal todos, chicos? Bienvenidos a una nueva parte de Lucy Lab. No. Tengo que pensar en una forma de abrir mis streams o mis videos. Hola, ¿qué tal, chicos? Sebastián aquí. Bienvenidos a un nuevo video. Estamos acompañados por Diego. Hola, Diego, di hola. Diego quería conversar un rato y yo le dije, bueno, voy a hacer un stream, así que si quieres me acompañas. Y bueno, me dijo, ¿te acompañas?
Yo tampoco voy a hablar mucho, pero bueno, lo voy a escuchar más que nada.
Saludos a Yuleni, a Naru, a Semuf, a Yuleni de nuevo, a Illuminati for Gamers y a Semuf. ¿Qué puta mierda es esto? No tengo idea, pero ok. Muy buenas a todos, chicos, soy Seba777. Ok. No, ya sé. How's it going, bros? My name is Seba.
No sabes cómo me molesta que hagas eso, que no te haces idea.
Brofist. Madre mía, Willy.
Tan extremadamente malo.
Stop in the morning, you ladies. Ok, continuamos con la novela mejor. Estoy puro dando juego.
Ey, pero ¿dónde está la invitación de Diego?
¿Cuál es? Que no sé cómo Diego inicia sus videos, po, weón.
Está bien.
Che, boludo, niños, chicos, bienvenidos.
¿Qué carajo?
Ya, chicos, ¿cómo yo? Mira, lo único que sé es que cada vez que inicias un stream aplaudes. Eso es todo lo que sé. Pero nunca tienes como algo que dice siempre como: muy bien, chicos, comenzamos este nuevo video.
¿Cómo que no, men? ¿Cómo que no? Siempre apago el... Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos una vez más a un stream. Eso es lo que siempre digo, boludo.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo stream de... ¡A puta madre! Y le pegas a la mesa cuando te quiero... Ya, bueno, ¿puedo jugar? Quiero jugar. ¿Me puedes dejar jugar, weón?
Perdón. Era necesario, men, tú entiendes.
Shut the fuck up. Ok. I headed to school with my mind in haze of confusion. My emotions were in turmoil. I'm so thirsty. Okay, so right now we're actually watching the 3 Laws of Robotics, if you know about that. And the thing is that an android or a robot should actually always follow the 3 Laws of Robotics. And that's about the main topic of the game, I think. It's because the game repeats that time and time again, and I think it has to do with the story. I don't quite know, so yeah. I've got cancer. Okay. The shrill noise of the lunchtime bell rings in the distance. ¿Se escucha? ¿Me escucha, Diego? ¿La gente del stream me escucha?
Sí, te escucho.
Ok. Asumo que me escuchan. Que escuché como que había muerto mi audífono y no sé si murió el audio de la transmisión. Ok. Continuamos. Immediately the classroom begins to bustle with excitement. As soon as the teacher leaves the room, Dr. Gears turns to face me. Men, puedes ver el chat, te están hablando.
Oh, el momento que estoy en Someday of My Life.
Por último, métete al chat, no veas el stream si no quieres, pero conversa con la gente, quieren conversar contigo. Supongo.
A ver, un momento, termino esto.
As soon as the teacher leaves the room, Dr. Gears turns to face me. Ah, bueno, por si es que no sabían, Dr. Gears es Diego en el juego. Le decimos Dr. Diego Weas. Es que hay un personaje que es como el amigo, es como el mejor amigo del prota. Y le puse Dr. Diego Weas, because Diego Weas, it's a meme. You get it, right?
No sé si sentirme halagado o golpearte, puto.
No sé, lo que tú quieras. You're buying some bread, right, che boludo? Come on, let's go together, boludo. He stands up and offers to go to the cafeteria with me. Even though he already has his own lunch, he's a good guy. However, I had no reason to go to the cafeteria today. Oh, today's fine. What do you mean it's fine, boludo? You're not planning to get anything, boludo? Che! Nope, not today, weón. Don't tell me that you're going on a diet, boludo. You're not gonna grow if you starve yourself at this age, you know? No, what I'm saying is that I don't need to buy anything. With that said, I quietly take out a lunchbox and place it on top of my desk. What, boludo? Dr. Gear stares at the lunchbox in astonishment. Oh, man. A veces me trago. Hola, Diana. Bienvenida. ¿Cómo estás, Diana? ¿Están listos para llorar, chicos? Sí, Sebastián, estamos listos. No quiero hacer un gol. Ok. I removed the lid to reveal its contents. The food inside looks scrumptious. It's giving off a pleasant scent. The presentation is excellent. I noticed that the menu is different from what I had eaten for breakfast. She could have just packed up leftovers and saved herself the trouble of making something new. Does she think that I'll be pleased about this? Well, to be honest, I am a little happy. What the heck is this, boludo? It looks like a lunchbox, boludo! It doesn't look like a lunchbox. It is one. What is going on? You couldn't have possibly made it yourself, boludo. Was it your mother? Wrong. If my new mother had actually paid that much attention to me, I could have probably grown up to be a normal human being. Yeah, I didn't think so, boludo. Then who? Could it be that you... He's pretty sharp. He seems to understand right away that it was my android who had packed my lunch. As expected from a close friend of mine. What you're thinking about is probably correct. Wow, nice going, man, boludo. Boludo.
Stop it, please.
Ya, ok, voy a parar. Pero todos saben que Dr. Diego voy a ser argentino, así que...
Sí, pero eso no es argentino, eso no sé de dónde lo sacaron, me.
Boludo. Me chupa la pija, voy a la vieja, boludo.
No.
Well, I don't think it's really something to be congratulated for. So how many days has it been? Huh? It would not better be that chick from the other class who made you this lunch. If it's really her, It's gonna be over between us, you know? At this point I realized that we weren't on the same page. With a disappointed look, I burst this bubble. Actually, this launch is from my android. I've told you about this, right? That I picked it up yesterday? Oh, really? I knew it. Dr. Gears collapsed onto his chair like a deflated balloon. He gives me a look of disapproval. Well, he was the one getting ahead of himself, putting on a face that seemed to read, "What was I expecting from this guy?" Dr. Gears continues. I have to admit, it really was stupid of me to think that such a big pessimist like you could ever come close to scoring a girlfriend. Yeah, my bad indeed. I feel a sudden rush of blood to my head. I don't appreciate you talking like a big shot when you've always been single yourself. I'm just taking my time to find the perfect match. A side excuse from an undesirable mail. Siento que el chat está avanzando demasiado rápido. Man, están hablando cualquier weá en el chat. ¡Vean el puto juego!
Yo estoy intentando mantenerlos en el juego, pero está difícil. La gente se va para cualquier lado, no puedo guiarlos.
A sad excuse from an undesirable male. I decide to taunt him a little more. But think about it. Do you really think you'll ever find someone willing to accept your weird little hobbies? How about you try again after wiping off all that robot grease? You bastard! Talking smack just because I look a little nerdy? If you really think it's all about the looks, you'll regret it someday. I hope good-looking guys like you die alone. Maybe I went a little too far there. But a girlfriend, huh? I've never really thought about getting one. Yo sí, todavía. Okay. After a bit thinking, I make a light retort. I don't care. It's not like I'll have any trouble living without one. Oh, you sure that's the case? You shouldn't lie to yourself. I'm serious. I'll eventually get married, so what's the rush? Wow, there's a limit to being carefree, you know? You're actually never getting a girlfriend until you die. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's be a little more honest with ourselves. Don't you at least have a couple of girls that you're interested in? The ones at our school are mostly pretty cute after all. Someone I'm interested in, huh? Who do I enjoy being around with? I don't manage to come up with an answer. It's because I've never cared for something like that. But if I were to think of a particular person... ¿Qué cuadro? Ah, se refieren al póster de acá, mira, aquí que tengo uno de acá, está más desteñido que la chucha, tengo que cambiarlo. Ok. Este Diego. Tan bonito el inglés. I don't have anyone like that. You sure? Definitely. It's suspicious how you suddenly went quiet for a bit though. You're imagining things. I'm just guessing here, but could it be that you actually have someone that you like? I'm telling you, I don't have anyone. Surely you can't be interested in... My body suddenly tenses up. It would be troublesome to cause any misunderstandings. I try to quiet him down. Hey, what are you talking? Me? My mind goes numb for a while. Let me make myself clear that I'm not interested in that sort of stuff. Well, if you were with me, you'd look hot enough to make all the girls go crazy. But I only like women. I hope you understand. Huh, you'd better not be thinking about debuting as BL, boys love, characters without getting a surgery first. If you were in a video game, you'd be the one...
You'll be the one.
If you were in a video game, you'll be the one of the most hated characters who would reduce the sales by 80% the moment you show your face.
On the Genji.
On the Sunohara.
Hey! Sunohara la ríe, sí.
That's not true. People call me handsome all the time. Sure they do. Who exactly are you talking about? Mom and Dad? And my sister? I start to feel a little sorry for making fun of him. Me río de todo, men. Illuminati, me río de todo. Estoy leyendo los comentarios, estoy jugando el juego, estoy comentando con Diego. Yo estoy en otro planeta. Anyway, why are you talking about my looks in the first place? Don't change the subject. We were discussing how you're gonna spend the rest of your life alone. Oh, is that so? What I'm trying to say is that you should build up some experience in dating. I'm not the one to talk for others, but you're a decent looking guy and you never talk to girls. Why don't you get some practice in? Practice? It doesn't really interest me. I take a look at some of the girls near me. They're busily chattering away with their desks put together. The topic of their conversation had nothing that I could relate to. Apart from that, it's something I wouldn't want to waste my time talking about. You tried listening into how good looking this guy is, which couples are breaking up, who's getting rejected, how good these makeups are, how nice these clothes are. Do you really think you'll be able to join in? He groans loudly. Who turned up the difficulty setting? See? Of course you can't, since all you ever think about are your dumb robots. How dare you! If I wanted to, I'm not different. What did you say? I said I'm not different from you. I wouldn't be able to talk to them either. The high-pitched voice of the girls across the room invade my ear canals. They make my head hurt. One day, I'll also succumb to the reproductive instincts in our DNA and get myself one of those high-frequency wave-emitting creatures to live together. Because that's just how life works. It can't be helped. My body wouldn't be able to resist the temptation. I need some pussy! I need some pussy! There's no point in forcing myself to do something that I have no interest in at this moment, right? However late it is, I don't mind, since I'm currently enjoying my independence. You really are something, you know? I don't know exactly what's going on in your head, but it's definitely not normal. Like the way you make enemies out of girls just so you can sound a bit like a hipster. Shut up, that's just who I am. In an attempt to change the subject, I shoot him a question, seemingly out of nowhere. It's actually something that I've been meaning to ask, though. Putting that aside, I want you to tell me something. Huh? What do you think about androids in general? Where did this come from all of a sudden? Just answer me. What do you think about androids? I just wanted to hear what a robot expert had to say. Androids, huh? They're convenient, aren't they? They make our life easier. They just need electricity to run and don't need to be paid a salary. They don't make any mistakes. They're friendly. Their female models are pretty cute. I agree.
Por lo tanto, tu argumento es inválido.
Except for the last one. But that wasn't the kind of answer I was hoping to hear. I asked him a more specific question. Do you believe that androids have feelings? What? Androids. Do you believe that they have feelings? I wanted to hear the thoughts of someone with a great appreciation for androids. He's had extensive experience with a variety of models, being an avid user as well. So it is safe bet that he'll know a bit more about them than I would. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what kind of answer I'm expecting from him. I don't know if his thoughts will affect the way I feel, but I still want to hear what he has to say. After taking a while to think, he lays it on me with a straight face. Androids don't have feelings. They don't. That's what I say, they don't. Yeah, you're right. It was obvious what he was going to say. But I don't feel satisfied. How could this be? Maybe I was hoping for a different answer. What's the matter asking such a weird question and all? It's nothing. I just suddenly got curious, that's it. Dr. Gears is giving me a confused look. I've told you this already, right? Androids are great, but you shouldn't get too attached to them. I have a feeling it might happen to you, since you don't have any experience with androids in the first place. Come on, I'm being serious. A ver, quiero aclarar que yo sí tengo experiencia con Android. Tengo un celular Motorola que tiene Android 7.0. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¡Qué buen meme! ¡Ah! Ok, permiso, voy a prender la luz. Está oscureciéndose, así que vuelvo de inmediato.
¡Qué malo! ¿Ustedes escucharon ese chiste malo? Por Dios. Les recomiendo, ahora que no está escuchando, les recomiendo que se suscriban en este instante.
Pausa dramática. Estamos de vuelta. Look at that booty, show me the booty. I want the booty, I want the booty. Ok. Come on,
estaba contando a la gente lo lindo que es tu canal.
Aquí hay gente. What?
¿La que está viendo el stream?
No estaba leyendo. Man, Illuminati, detente, what the fuck. Pero man, no es mi chat, por favor. Me encanta que la gente se conozca, haga comunidad y todo eso, pero ese tipo de conversaciones no es mi chat, por favor. Respeto. Además que si yo no tengo el Twitter de Yuleni, tampoco puedes tenerlo tú, Illuminati.
¡Anda a cagar, boludo!
Come on, I'm being serious. Do you know why some people get so attached to androids? Why is that? It's because they want to escape from this place. I had no idea what he meant by this place. I have no choice but to ask him again. What do you mean? In short, they want to escape reality. It's related to how fantasy movies achieve higher sales during economic depression. It's also why realistic romance movies have a hard time getting themselves into mainstream media. People can momentarily escape reality by watching fantasy movies. Romance movies need to include something among... Oh, no, wait. Me estoy equivocando. Estoy leyendo weas que no están ahí. Romance movies need to include something glamorous or exciting in order to appeal to the audience. Not a lot of people will be willing to pay to watch something realistic because it will be too bland. Do you get what I mean? Androids are like drugs. They can take care of everything you need, and you can also have a conversation with them. They can take care. No matter how coldly you treat one, they will always respond with a smile. But this is where a number of people get delusional. Androids are caring. Androids are kind. This is what those people believe in. But androids aren't human. They don't have any feelings. They don't actually listen to your soft stories, nor they understand how do you feel. They only pretend to. It's nice to have someone that cares about you and listens to every word of you say. But these people aren't facing reality. Just like how fantasy movies aren't real. So you should never get attached to them. Much like drugs. These people are merely running away from this cruel world in order to take refuge in the kindness of androids. I felt I needed to make this clear to you. Es como las waifus. Qué doloroso.
Claro, exacto.
Androids don't have any feelings. His words continued to linger in my mind until the end of school. Shit, man. Ok. Oh. Comen açaí. Ah, estoy comiendo hielo y se me congela el diente. I quietly repeat those words on my way home. Countless thoughts enter and leave my mind. I find them to be mostly meaningless. I try to shut off my brain, but it's not so easy. I continue to walk in silence while staring at the pavement, just like I always do. That's why I failed to notice her presence. I hear a familiar voice.
おかえりなさいませ。今日はいかがでしたか?
Oh man, oh so good. It was Lucy's voice. Man, qué genial! I lift my head. I realize that I am home already, and Lucy is standing at the door, smiling at me. You. Wait. De repente a este juego se le sube el volumen solo. You. Why are you out here?
マスターのお迎えですよ。今日はどんな一日でしたか? Master?
Ah! I must have zoned out for a moment. I quickly recollect myself. Oh, it wasn't too bad.
そうですか。それは良かったです。マスター?
What is it?
なぜそんなにぼーっとされているのですか? 学校で何かありましたか?
No. I was just a little surprised.
びっくりですか?
びっくりでした。Yeah.
何にびっくりされたんですか?
She looks at me calmly. I couldn't help myself but open my mouth when I met her gaze. About the fact that someone was actually waiting for me at home. Because that's never happened to me before. The house always used to be empty on my way home from school. That's why I was surprised. It's nothing special.
マスター、
What is it?
学校から帰ってきても家に誰もいないというのは寂しかったですか？
No, not really.
迎えに出てくれる人がいなくて悲しかったですか？
I'm telling you, I wasn't. The android standing before me remains silent for a while. Without saying a single word, she continues to stare into my eyes. I feel uncomfortable. It feels like I've told her too much. The silence continues. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't delve any deeper. Instead, she softly takes my arm and begins to lead me towards the
今日
door.
は少し肌寒いですね。さあ、家の中に入りましょう。
Okay. Man, qué diabetes. Ah, me encanta este juego.
そうだ。
Huh?
その前に一つ命令してください。
An order? What kind of order? ¡Oh, man! ¡Mi Kokoro! Demasiado. Lucy reveals an angelic
ルー
smile.
シーがこれからも毎日マスターの帰りを迎えるよう命令してください。そうすればルーシーはいつ何があってもこうしてマスターを外でお迎えします。
Giving an order to a robot is the same as giving it a leash. And that is what Lucy was willing to do for me. She was willing to trade away a bit of her freedom in order to make me happy. I guess this is her own special way of being kind. Just go ahead and do as you please. It's not like I'll hate it.
かしこまりました、マスター。
But
でも
it's not an order.
命令じゃないと言いますと？
No. This is just a request. I'm not forcing you to do it. So if you don't want to, you don't need to. It doesn't matter. ¿Qué es un dere, man?
¿Qué?
Lucy doesn't say anything. Es que no estás escuchando el diálogo, por eso te lo perdiste. El diálogo es un dere.
Era chiste.
Lucy doesn't say anything. Instead, she responds with a smile. A smile and a small nod. All the while being led inside by Lucy, my head continues to spin. Her kind eyes full of sympathy, the comforting warmth rising from her hands. Her cautious gesture full of consideration. They're all part of someone's programming. They're not genuine. But at this very moment, I tell myself that maybe it doesn't matter so much. Even though her thoughts and action might be not real, at the very least, she was giving me the happiness I've been missing in my life. That is why I decide to skip over the smile details for now. Oh man, qué doloroso, qué sad. Las 3 leyes de la robótica. Un robot no puede lastimar a un ser humano o a través de inacción permitir que un ser humano sea dañado. Un robot debe obedecer las órdenes que se le son dadas por aquel que contenga el control o la autoridad, excepto cuando tales órdenes puedan hacer conflicto con la primera ley. Un robot debe proteger su propia existencia, mientras tanto su protección no haga conflicto con la primera o segunda ley. Oh, volvimos al español, man.
El robot no puede hacerme llorar.
For whatever reason, my father came home early today. Well, not exactly early, since it's already past 11 at night. But that is still early by my standards. For a guy who actually doesn't even bother coming home at all, he's made a good time. Lucy meets him at the door. She puts her usual bright, cheery smile.
おかえりなさいませ、お父様。今日はいかがでしたか?
She doesn't seem to be affected by my father's ferocious stare at all. I expect her to be able to keep up with his behavior just fine.
お洋服はこちらにください。
At first, he seemed like he was going to flat out ignore her and walk away, but he abruptly stopped him in his tracks, as if he'd changed his mind about something. I'm hungry, he murmurs with an unpleasant look on his face. It's his first early returning a long time, and that's what he decides to say? Lucy looks puzzled, but only for a brief
お
moment.
腹が空いたのですね。かしこまりました。
Her face appears to be brightening up a little bit. It seems that she was happy to receive my father's first request. She might be thinking that my father has finally accepted her. Oh well, one can dream, I guess.
ルーシーがすぐに準備しますので、もう少しだけお待ちくださいね。
Lucy is about to hurry over to the kitchen. I stop her immediately. Lucy stares at me in
マ
confusion.
スター？
Her eyes seems to be asking why I had stopped her. I'm having trouble putting it into words, but I managed to utter the following. I am also hungry.
でも、さっき召し上がったじゃありませんか。
That's true, but I continue to insist through a silent stare. I hope that Lucy catches on.
わかりました。それでは2人分お作りすればいいんですよね。
Man, esto me huele mal. Algo va a pasar. With that settled, she quickly disappears into the kitchen. And I'm suddenly left alone with my father. The atmosphere grows very stiff. Oh. He passes me a look, but doesn't say anything. I can also sense his discomfort. It's because of what had happened yesterday. I feel even more anxious than after remembering that. It feels like I'm lying on a bed of needles. If my time at home felt this agonizing, where exactly am I supposed to find my peace and comfort? I decide to stay locked in my room until Lucy finished preparing our dinner. What the fuck, man? Oh, mi voz me falló ahí. Lo siento. Later, Lucy summons me to the kitchen.
¡Yuhu! ¡Seba! Perdón.
Man, stop. No, lo intento, no, por favor. Oh, por la mierda, Diego, te voy a colgar, weón.
No me arrepiento de nada, ven.
Oh. Qué horrible, me dio cáncer.
Vale la pena.
Para ti, weón, para ti. Ok, sigamos jugando. Olvídalo. I take a seat at the table and begin to eat. Beside my father, Lucy is waiting intently for his reaction. Just like when she first cooked for me, her eyes sparkle while awaiting the final verdict.
お口に合いますか?
Dijeron que sonaste como una abuelita. Huh. She's obviously expecting a positive reply, but there's no way my father will compliment a robot. As I expected, my chins really are no good.
違うと言いますと?
No matter how refined your recipes might be, you are not fooling anyone. It tastes too bland. This won't do. He wipes his mouth with a tissue. I feel a little embarrassed because that was the similar reaction to what that was similar to what I had told her this morning. What I had told her this morning.
そうですか。少し残念です。気に入っていただけると思ったのですが。でもこれから良くなると思います。ちょっとずつお父様のお口に合うよう味付けを調整してみます。きっともっと美味しく作れるようになりますので、これからは期待してくださいね。
No matter what Lucy come across, there's nothing in this world that could break her resolute smile. No, that won't be necessary. I was just testing you because I thought you might be a little useful, but that was clearly a waste of time. There's no reason to continue such an awful meal. Hurry up and take everything away.
でもお父様。
And do not call me father! You have no reason to address me as such! Lucy flinches. What a useless robot. I can't believe so many people are losing their jobs because of these things.
お父様。
Even while stuttering, Lucy doesn't give up.
ルーシーは料理でなくてもほとんどうまくできます。
Oh, Lucy, stop, me duele verte intentándolo tanto. Oh.
掃除、洗濯、すべてお任せください。
There won't be a need for that.
でも、お父様。
No what?
ルーシーは本当にたくさんのことができるんです。お料理は失敗しましたが、きっとお役に立てることがあるはずです。
She's grinding uncontrollably. She looks like a total idiot. I feel frustrated just from watching at her. If you're that confident, I suppose I can give you another chance. I'll be watching your performance.
お任せください。
With that said, Lucy swiftly moves to clean the kitchen table. After watching Lucy for a while with a look of contempt, my father gets up from his seat. Did you really want to keep this stubborn thing that much? Enough to make you bare your teeth at your own father? That had only happened in the heat of the moment. There is a whole underlying issue between us, and he hasn't realized yet. But I know that it will be a waste of time to try to talk some sense into him. Pretending not to hear him, I return to my room. Fuck, man. Qué paja. ...23 de julio... Doctor.
Ohayou gozaimasu, Hakase. 今日もいい天気ですね。一ノ瀬博士、どうかしましたか?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just not used to being called that. It feels peculiar.
博士という呼び名ですか?
I took off my glasses and rubbed the bridge of my nose. Yes, I can never get used to that. It always reminds me of how old I am. Although, I'm still very young at heart, but time truly does fly in the blink of an eye. I'm experiencing it by first hand.
博士はまだ30代前半です。今も十分にお若いですよ。
You really think so?
もちろんです。
Oh, ven que soundtrack más bello. Pero tengo que bajarle el volumen. Lucy is beaming brightly, without a trace of doubt on her face. It pains me to see her pure, innocent smile. It's difficult to hold my gaze. I turn away from her instinctively. Thanks. Anyway, how are the doctor, the other folks around here treating you?
はい、皆さん優しくてとてもよくしてくれています。
That's good. I've been worrying about that.
皆さん誠心誠意ルーシーにたくさんのことを教えてくれます。
That's because you're very smart. They enjoy teaching you. Doctor, I have brought the data that you requested. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Just leave it on the table. Andrew is an android that's been working here even before me. He's a fine piece of craftsmanship. I heard that Andrew used to be a high-end model in his time, and his job was to escort important individuals. Having served his time, he was retired and now lives a simple life as a patrol guard in the junkyard. He sometimes helps out at the lab with basic works like this, too. His jobs aren't very sophisticated, but that's probably why he's been in use for so long. Then if you'll excuse me.
Andrew とも仲良くしています。ベストフレンドです。
Volví, por cierto.
Ni siquiera tenía idea que te fuiste.
No.
Men, no mates el momento, por favor. Shut the fuck up.
Perdón.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. Okay. I put my glasses back on. It sounds like you're doing well.
はい、毎日が楽しいです。
Is that so? Watching Lucy thrive in her youth. It is my only remaining pleasure in life. But at the same time, it is also one of my greatest sorrows. Have you learned anything new today?
今日は100種類以上の新しい料理のレシピを入力してもらいました。
Sounds splendid. Then, could you make something for me during your evaluation?
もちろんです。どんな料理がお好きですか？
Anything. If it's by you, anything's fine.
あいにく今回覚えた料理はフランス系統の洋食ですので、日本食が好きな博士のお口に合うかどうか。
No need to worry. I'm not too picky about food. I'll eat anything that Lucy makes for me. It doesn't matter how unpleasant it might taste.
それはダメです、博士。
Lucy scolds me.
まずかったらちゃんとまずいって言わないといけません。もっともっと勉強して、その次は美味しい料理を作れるようにしますから。
I guess you're right.
そうです。
Then I'll be waiting. I'm looking forward to it. Man, Lucy. Lucy es demasiado tierna, me supera. Octubre 16. Yo. By the way, I snap out of my daydream. When I came to, class had already ended. Yo creí que empezado. Ended. What is it? Something about you seems off lately. What do you mean? Well, you seem to be staring out the window a lot more. Me? Yeah. You're probably just imagining things. Wow, now it looks like you haven't even noticed it yourself. Huh. Is there something you're worried about? No, nothing like that. You sure? Yeah. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll believe you. His sounds as if he's doing me a favor. Although I couldn't care less whether if he believes me or not. Dr. Gears sospecha de nosotros. How did your exams go yesterday? What do you think you'll get? Oh man, wait. No idea. Was it easy though? Well, I wasn't particularly stuck on anything, so I guess I did alright. Haha, way to go, smart guy! Yeah, that means a great deal coming from you. Coming from the top scoring in the entire school, to be specific, he's just making fun of me. But it's not like I do bad in school. I can comfortably maintain above average grades. So which courses are you planning to take? Have you even thought about that yet? No, not yet. I'm fine with anything though. As long as it has nothing to do with robots or engineering. Hey, come on! There you go, talking nonsense again. You already know how massive the robotics industry is. You'll be set for life enjoying six-figure salaries. It truly is the way to live. Life isn't all about the money, you know? Aren't you saying that because you want to avoid anything related to robots? I was found out almost immediately. Damn it! And I thought I sounded a little cool there. Anyway, I'm not good with robots, so I don't plan on going down the road. That road. Oh, you're such a stubborn idiot. Putting that aside, when are you gonna introduce me to her? To whom? You know, your android, the one you found the other day. Oh, you're talking about Lucy. Oh, what's with the pretty name? You must have really taken a liking to her. That's the name she came with. I didn't give it to her. Okay, but you really need to show me. I don't have any time for that. You wouldn't find her interesting anyway. Oh, you won't find her interesting anyway. Estaba diciéndolo yo, no el otro tipo. Okay, perfect. I think it'll be quite the opposite. Didn't you tell me that she was a brand new model? She must be loaded with features. Maybe I'll get to see something new. Lucy's figure appears in my mind. I wonder if she really does have any of these features he's asking for. He'll probably just be disappointed when he finds that airheaded idiot. Wait, no. If it's Dr. Gears we're talking about, he might actually like that side of her. A no is a no. Just give it up already. Ah, you're such a pain in the ass. Ignoring him, I leave the school grounds. Men, en el chat dicen que acá estamos todos en modo sats mientras que tú ni siquiera entiendes qué está pasando. When I looked back, I noticed that Dr. Gears was trailing behind me. I decided to leave him be. It's not like he's actually going to follow me all the way home. But then I suddenly stopped in my tracks. Uh-oh. Shit, run guys! At first I had assumed my eyes were failing me. We're just outside of school. There's no way she will be here. It has to be a different person. No, a different robot with a similar appearance. That's what I thought. Man, you go on! But as soon as she opened her mouth, all my suspicions were confirmed. She starts running towards me. Okay. Hold. There we go. Without sparing as much as a single glance, I pretend not to notice her and continue walking.
Master! Master!
Quit making a racket, will you? Hey! Doesn't it look like someone's coming towards us? You're just imagining things again. Haha. Really? Yeah.
Master! Master!
I'm almost positive that she's calling out to us. Do you know her by any chance? No, it's probably someone else. I feigned ignorance until the very last moment. However, it was all for naught. Lucy eventually caught up to me.
Master! やっと追いつきました。
¿Puedo repetir esa línea? I have no choice but to stop walking. She's sweating like crazy. As a robot, can she get any more real?
歩くのが早いですね。
Hey, how can you be so dense?
はい。
If I ignore you on purpose, you're supposed to play along. She's tilting her head again. I shake my head weirdly. I just didn't want to be seen with an android in public. But she's obviously incapable of understanding something so subtle. Why are you here anyway?
それはもちろんマスターを迎えに来たからです。
Aren't you supposed to be waiting in the front of the house? In front of the
どうせ
house?
なら遠くまでお迎えに来た方がマスターは楽かと思いまして。
You're wrong. In fact, it is the very opposite. You don't need to come out this far. Just wait at home next time.
でも
No buts. Shush. Just don't ever show up here again.
そうおっしゃるならかしこまりました。
She looks very disappointed. Meanwhile, Dr. Gears is drooling in excitement. Hey, who is this? Is this the new android? The android? He seems to have noticed the coat on her midriff and the object attached to her ear. Yeah, I finally give up and decide to introduce my android. This is Lucy Valentine, also known as PIM00H. I don't know much else other than that she's a new model. And since she's not store-bought, I don't have the manuals. Dr. Gears approaches to Lucy at once and starts poking around everywhere. Everywhere. No, a Diego le suena el celular. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
してめん。
What is it?
この方はマスターのお友達ですか？
Yeah, unfortunately.
はじめまして。ルーシー・バレンタインと申します。これからもマスターがご迷惑をおかけすると思いますが、何かいた。
Who do you think you are? To be saying something like that?
マスター、暴力はよくありません。
Her face puffs up in anger. Meanwhile, Dr. Gears is still exclaiming in amazement. Whoa! All these different facial expressions. Is she really an android? Looks just like a real person. Well, yeah, I was also surprised at first. I can't believe how far technology had advanced. The name's Baek Dusan. This is the happiest day in my life since that one time I won the fifth place in the lottery. That sounds pretty significant. What's with the Baek Dusan anyway? Hey, at least remember your friend's name. Considering how long we've known each other. Huh? I thought your name was Dr. Gears. Alright, enough with the jokes. Well, your wish finally came true. What do you think? Isn't it obvious? She's the best! Hey, robot lady, did you say your name was Lucy?
Hi. Lucy は Lucy と申します。
Oh man, what a beautiful model! What kind of android are you? A domestic type?
難しい質問ですね。ルーシーは多目的用途として作られたので、日常生活で起こり得る仕事なら何でもできます。
Okay. Do you know how to eat?
食べる行為を真似することはできます。栄養分として摂取するのは不可能です。
Then do you know how to cry?
涙を流すことはできます。でも実際流れる液体は涙と同じ成分ではありません。
Oh, then can you do something like a rocket punch? Okay, I don't know where that came from. He's been watching too much television, I'm sure.
もちろんできます。
Say what? What kind of purpose does that serve?
はい。マスターをお守りするために必要なものです。
Lucy, punch! Lucy, punch! Brow fist! Mahow! Mahow!
Maldito Edgy.
Alright, I guess I'm all set for an alien invasion. Her creator is either a genius or an utter nutcase, probably both. But to be fair, there are weirder shows out there which involve saving the universe, with card games or idol singers. But to be fair, there are weirder shows out there which involve saving the universe with card games or idol singers, like Love Life. Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised about something like a futuristic android shooting laser beams out of its eyes. Well, anything else?
これを機能と言えるかわかりませんが。人間の真似をするのは少し自信があります。
待って。
Hey, 2 gemas.
Huh? Impersonations?
はい。研究所にいた時のことです。
Falcon Punch! Me estaban pidiendo el Falcon Punch.
研究所の方たちがある役割を言うと、リアルタイムのネット検索でその状況にふさわしいセリフを探し出し、そのまま演技したりもしました。
Qué útil.
皆さん、面白いと言って笑ってくれました。
That does sound pretty funny to watch. Show me something right now.
何をお見せしましょうか。
First, how about a secretary cheering for her boss at a golf course?
だいたいこんな感じでしょうか。わあ、社長、ナイスショット。パチパチパチ。とっても素敵です。
What the fuck? なんでやれなんでやれ Not bad, not bad. Then how about a drunk woman at a mixer?
ちょっとそこのお兄さん、可愛い子いっぱいいるから少し遊んでいったら。優 すくするからさ。
Next up, Marie Antoinette.
パンがなければケーキを食べればいいじゃない。
What the fuck? ¿De verdad dijo eso María Antonieta? No, how about the kids? Now, how about the kid detective with an adult intelligence?
犯人はこの中にいる。心配するな。じっちゃんの名にかけて必ず犯人を見つけ出す。
You sure you got the right? You sure you've got the right show? Let's just move on, I suppose. A woman with a love for peanuts.
ピーナッツを袋のまま出すなんてどういうつもり？あなた降りなさいよ。飛行機を戻して空港に戻りなさい。
Lucy began pointing her finger at everyone. A female college student about to fail a class.
教授、F だけはどうかつけないでください。私、何でもしますから。教授が望むなら、何でも。チルルルル。
What the fuck? ¿Por qué la detuviste, men? Men, no, yo quería más. That's enough. How much longer are you gonna go on for? Does she have no sense of shame?
お気に召しませんでしたか？
En la casa vamos a ver si lo disfruto más. Why don't you take a wild guess?
こんなはずではなかったのですが、研究所の方たちは皆さん楽しんでくれましたのに。
That doesn't really sound like a healthy place to grow up in. Well, judging by how Lucy's personality turned out, let's just say that the people at the lab might be a tad eccentric. Hey, what's your problem? I was having a good time. Not me. It might be fun when you stoop down to this level. Anyway, you're satisfied, right? I'll be taking her home right now. Huh? What's the rush? I wanted to stay with her for a little longer. You would understand the excitement of getting your hands on the latest products on the market, since you can see her every day, huh? That's an awfully specific way to be jealous. Although, I'm not sure if I really get what he's on about. Well, I'll be going home now. See ya! Hey, don't be like that! Let me come along with you! Hey! 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 Listen! Hey, watch out!
なんで英語で喋るの？
No! No! 博士だにゃ
¿Qué se siente hacer eso en cámara, men?
Ahora la gente ve que de verdad soy yo quien lo hace.
Qué triste.
I just ignore him and break into a mad sprint. I run as hard as I can while holding onto Lucy's arm. I can still feel the warmth of her person in my hand. I don't know how long I've been running for. I no longer see anyone following behind me. I let go of Lucy's arm and catch my breath. Lucy herself doesn't appear to be too worn out. Oh no. This is too loud. There we go. She takes out a handkerchief and carefully wipes down my forehead. She's always so well prepared. The handkerchief is giving off Lucy's scent. Oh wait don't. This is the fragrance of her perfume. I try to divert my attention away from it. I'm so tired.
あんなに一生懸命走るからですよ。
She sounds worried. It feels as if I've just run a marathon. I can't believe I'm already this exhausted from running a few meters. It's proof that I'm out of shape. It can't be helped because I'm not very athletic in the first place. I just sit around in the shades during gym classes anyways. I take some time to catch my breath. I start to feel better after a few moments.
マスター、
What is it?
急な激しい運動は体によくありません。気をつけてください。
Why exactly do you think that I ran away in the first place?
そうですね。
バカ。
たった今検索結果が出ました。
What?
これは肝臓のせいですね。
You. It was because of you. I wonder where she's even finding this sort of information. If she has a favorite feature, I would like to update it for her. A favorite feature. I would like to update it for her. Say,
はい。
did you know? You could probably pass off as an actual person if you just remove the coat on your stomach and that strange thing in your ear.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah. So long as you stop being so weird.
マスター、ルーシーは間抜けな声なんて一度も出したことありません。
I just thought of something funny. I come up with a small lie to make her stop pouting. I'm surprised that she hasn't realized it herself. Speaking of which, can't you take off that thing? Whatever it is on your ear?
これは取れないようになっています。
That's what I figured. It would be problematic if there wasn't a way to tell humans and androids apart. Imagine robots like Lucy running among our society. There will be a mass confusion and chaos.
マスター、
Chaos. Ciao. What is it?
家に帰る前に寄りたいところがあるのですが、いいでしょうか。
You want to stop somewhere?
はい、うっかりアルバイト代を受け取るのを忘れてきたんです。
Directo de Left 4 Dead 2. Diego, ¿qué opinas?
Y... no sé.
Sí, podría ser, pero más adelante, o sea, podría ser el fin de semana. ¿Te tinca?
Claro.
Sí, el fin de semana yo creo que hacemos uno. ¿A part-time pay? What do you mean? You work somewhere?
はい、ルーシーは数日前からお店の仕事を手伝うことになりました。
A shop? You can't be talking about that place with the weird guy?
おかしいな。
Okashina.
あ、はい、そうです。
By weird, she knew exactly who I was referring to. Let's have a moment of silence for the repairman.
マスターが学校に行っている間、暇な時にお仕事を手伝いながら日当をいただくことにしたんです。
Why would you even bother working in the first place?
昔から言うではないですか。働かざる者食うべからずと。少しでもお仕事をしてマスターの負担を減らそうと思っているんです。
I want to ask you something. What my father said about paying the bills. That's still on your mind, isn't it?
そんなことはありません。
No sabe mentir. What are you? What are you? A politician?
断じてそんなことはありません。
I won't get angry, so be honest.
実は少しだけ。
¿Por qué le pega, weón? Are you an idiot?
マスター、暴力は法で禁じられています。
¡Qué móvil! That doesn't apply to you.
それに怒らないって言ったじゃないですか。
Well, I fucking lied. I'm just trying to knock some sense into you. It's the same logic as hitting an old television to make it work.
ルーシーは最先端のロボットです。古びたテレビのように扱わないでください。
That's because you keep telling me all these stupid things. My father was just saying that on a whim. Why would you even care about something like that?
ただの独り言と言いますと？
He was just making excuses to yell at us. Don't you know about Leon Festinger's theory of cognitive dissonance?
レオ・フェスティ、よくわかりません。あ、今やっとわかりました。
I can never get used to how fast she can search anything on the go. So yeah, what my father has been saying, it's not necessarily the truth. It's just something his emotions, it's just his emotion getting the better of him. What I'm trying to say is that the electricity bill is actually none of our concern.
そうですか？
Yeah.
それならよかったです。
Lucy lets out a small sigh. So don't sweat the small stuff. There's no need for you to get a job.
でもそれとは関係なく仕事はしたいんです。少しでもお役に立ちたいですし。
Even though I'm telling you not to?
ご迷惑でなければ仕事は続けたいと思っています。
This robot refuses to listen to its master. If she really wanted to help me, the least she could do is obey. Ah, so annoying. Go do whatever you want then. I speed up the words as I move along. Estos menes. Ok, vamos a dejar hasta aquí el live del día de hoy. ¿Cuánto llevo jugando? No sé, si llevo más de una hora, lo corto. No tengo idea. Oh, demasiado, esto suena demasiado fuerte. Stop. Ok, vamos a ver cuánto llevo. Una hora. Sí. Me parece suficiente para dejar de... ¿Quieren que siga jugando o terminamos el stream acá? No sé, porque igual depende. Si son 4 personas es fácil preguntarle. ¿Quieren seguir con Lucy o lo dejamos hasta acá el día de hoy y quieren dejarlo para otro día?
¡Sigue!
Tú no cuentas, men.
Carajo.
Dice Illuminati que tu dibujo está en proceso. Nadie hace dibujos míos. Qué triste. Ya, Illuminati dice que
si
siga.
Seba, o sea,
La decisión es tuya, como usted quiera. Pero por supuesto que yo quiero seguir jugando, ven. No tengo ningún problema. Voy a sacar un chocolate por mientras, espérenme. Chocolate. Cause I'm a fucking piggy. Está como derretido. Gracias, clima. Oh, this is still delicious.
ahora te faltan unos tamales y sos serio.
Diana, no estoy cansado para nada. Onda. Quiero seguir jugando, no tengo ningún problema. Me encanta esta novela visual. La estoy pasando muy bien. El problema es Diego. Que Diego debe estar más aburrido.
No,
Diego
no
debe
estoy
estar
aburrido.
aburrido. Ok. Eso es lo bueno de que... Ah, ya, ok. Llegamos entonces. Voy a hablar medio raro porque tengo chocolate en la boca.
Hostia, man.
Chocolate de almendra. O con almendra, mejor dicho, no de almendra.
Un chocolate que tenía como 4 años.
¿Ah?
Era como chocolate desde que tenía como 4 años.
¿En serio? Pero tú vives en Argentina,
Una
men.
forma de decir que no. Una forma de decir que no suelo comer chocolate seguido.
Me lo tomé en serio, weón. Nunca más te hago caso. Ok. Sigamos entonces.
Puta madre, boludo.
When we walked into the shop, the owner was already busy with another guest. Welcome! Oh, it's you again! I can see that you treat your customers well as usual. Why don't you pay up if you want some sort of special treatment? Hey, yo, what's up?
Wey.
¿Te llaman, men?
Sí, es que estoy en medio de una canción.
I should get going now. But you just got here. Let's have a drink after I'm done. I have some business to take care of, so maybe next time. I guess it can't be helped. Alright, see you later then. The man never once took his eye off Lucy until he left. After making sure that he was gone, I asked the repairman a question. Who's that? A friend of mine who runs a robot shop in another town. He's planning to expand his business here, so he was asking if I'd be willing to work for him. That's good! Congratulations on becoming a professional engineer! What's next? Building a dispenser? Haha! Very funny, kiddo! Who said I'd accept it? I'm not giving up this quiet, relaxing life just yet. You can have this! He tosses me a sheet of paper that reads robotshopserial.net. New location grand opening. In a futuristic mechanical font. What's this? A flyer? It's from that guy you just saw. When I look at you, I can sort of see your future, you know? You look like you'll probably end up unemployed or homeless when you grow up. That's why I'm looking out for you, kid. Keep that flyer and tell the guy that I sent you if you ever need a job. Aren't you grateful? I'm gonna keep it. Thank you, I'll use it if I ever run out of toilet paper. Come on, just try calling him. Maybe you'll get some parts for cheap, who knows? It doesn't seem like I'll ever need it, but I decide to keep it for now. ¿Quién sabe por qué lo necesita? Oh, wow. The repairman is performing a routine maintenance on Lucy. Excuse me. Oh, this chocolate's so good. Oh my god. I've been sitting here for around half an hour, listening to the two chatter away. They seem to have agreed on trading Lucy's part-time pay for her regular maintenance. Shortly after the session's finished, with no other business, we decide to head back. On the way out, I casually toss the repairman a question. It's the same one I asked to Dr. Gears. Do you believe that robots have feelings? Huh? He gives me a blank stare. It forms into a serious look. Why do you ask? No reason. It just came to me. He continues to stare at me for a while, like he's trying to read my mind. He looks as if he understands what I'm thinking. Well, since you've been spending so much time with Lucy, I suppose I understand why you'll be so perplexed. It's natural you will be wondering that. So what do you think? Do androids have feelings? They're imitations. Imitations? not the real deal. Lucy's feelings are not genuine. She's a little different from other androids. She can do almost everything a real person can do, thinking and experiencing on her own, then reacting, getting angry, sad or happy. But in the end, they're nothing but imitations. It would be inaccurate to say that they are her own feelings. But at the same time, she's extremely close to the real thing. She's a fake piece of a diamond that even the professionals can tell apart. A near perfect replica. But real diamonds have an astronomically high value. On the other hand, a fake one won't ever surpass the value of a genuine, no matter how close to the real thing it may be. What do you think about Lucy? What do you mean? While watching what she's been doing, I want to know what you've been thinking. Compared to a real person, how does it feel to be with a fake? How does the Lucy you know compare to a real woman? I don't know. I'm asking him because I don't know. Not that I am familiar with how proper woman acts anyway. Well, whether you want to concern yourself with it or not, that's your choice. It's not something I can decide for you. Oh man. So sad. I mull over a few things on my way home. Within me, logic is clashing with emotion. My brain is a mess. She's not human but an android. This is what I need to focus on. The mystery behind an android's feelings. The difference between man and android. Let's say that a certain God created humans. It doesn't matter which one. The Allah, the Lord, the Buddha, any of the countless Hindu or Japanese deities, it doesn't matter. I would actually like to make it clear that I'm not here to debate between creationism and evolution. Whoever created humans and other creatures, whoever created Earth and the universe, whatever our origin, let us refer to it as a God. God created men. Then men created robots. Man was made from DNA that God created. And robots, excuse me for a bit. There we go. Shoot. There we go. Oh, te pido la Diego. Come and say this. Oh, maldita cámara, no me deja. No funciona bien. There we go. And that's the way the news goes. Lo voy a dejar así nomás. Sorry, chicos. Sí, tengo un montón de cosas raras. Oh, pero qué bien. Ok, lo voy a dejar como estaba nomás. Se va a ver la mitad de mi cabeza. No puedo. And robots are made from an algorithm program that a man created. Now let's try asking ourselves, what if the robot algorithm match how human brain works? What if robots are capable of acting or feeling the same way we do? Then could you really still designate them as fake? As you watch them act just like real people, will you be able to convince yourself that they are not human? And if they are fake, who's to say we ourselves are genuine? What is real? What is not? What are the standards? Someone once said that people see only what they want to see, and people build a world with only what they can see. It might have been Schopenhauer. Anyway, since we know nothing about the far out reaches of the universe, we cannot conclude that we are humans. We, humans, are real. This is getting me nowhere. I'm just running around in circles. It's making my head spin. Burying our religious beliefs. It's also scary to think that what might be waiting for us out there. I grip my head tightly in frustration. No matter how hard I try, a clear conclusion eludes me. But one thing's for certain. Something's deeply rooted inside of me. Something inside of me is about to change. Huh.
おかえりなさい、マスター。今日はいかがでしたか？
Man! As usual, Lucy is waiting for me outside. Something as simple as this is enough to put me at ease. It's something I don't want to admit. It was the same as ever. Boring classes, lunch, more boring classes. Then I came home. Nothing out of the ordinary.
学校の授業はどうでしたか？
I'm doing alright.
そうですか。それは良かったです。
My grades have always been pretty good, actually. I don't need your concern.
そうでしたか。もしわからないことがあったら、ルーシーに聞いてくださいね。きっとお役に立ちますよ。
What good will come out of relying on you? I push her aside and enter the house. Man, my body has been feeling heavier lately. I don't feel too good. Maybe it's because it's starting to get cold. I decide to take a shower first. I let the warm water run all over my frozen body. It feels really good. ¡Oh! ¡Sí! 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 Me encanta este setup. No, pero no quiero que no se vea oscuro, pero quiero que por lo menos que se vea bien mi cara, mi rostro. Para eso pongo cámara, o si no, no pongo cámara. Ok, esto usted no me quiere, definitivamente no me quiere. Ahí sí, perfecto. Onegateshi más. De hecho podría ponerme un poco más por acá. Y así, perfecto. After taking a light shower, I step out of the bathtub. Then I wrap a towel around myself. At that moment I feel someone's presence at the door. See. Lassie suddenly reveals herself. Ah! I fell backwards in my surprise. I grip my towel tightly to make sure it doesn't come off.
マスター、なぜそんなに驚くのですか？
Says the clueless perpetrator. Hey! Who gave you the permission to barge in here?
特別トイレに入ってはいけない理由でもありますか？
You know why. I was taking a shower.
シャワーの音がしなくなったので入ってきました。何か問題でもありましたか？
All I am wearing is a towel. What kind of person? I stop as I finally come to realization. She's a robot. And I'm a human being. It's natural that there wouldn't be any problems. It will be what people might consider normal. But I can no longer make that kind of distinction. I've become unable to make such simple judgments. It's nothing.
そうですか？今日はなんだかコンディションが良くなさそうですが、お体は大丈夫ですか？
Yeah, I'm fine.
本当ですか？
Yeah, so you can get out now. It was at that moment. When her forehead suddenly came in contact with mine. I had no time to react. Before I knew it, Lucy's face had ended up mere inches away from my
や
nose.
はり思った通りです。
What? I frantically back away in order to create some space between us. What do you think you're doing?
ほんの少しですが、いつもより体温が少し高めですね。
That startled me. I can feel my heart beating a little faster. Don't put your forehead against me so suddenly like that. You surprised me.
びっくりしましたか？
Yeah.
マスターがびっくりした理由がわかりません。驚くほどのことはしていませんが、驚かれた理由は何ですか？
It's because
それは
I find it difficult to explain. This damn robot, could it be that she already knows why I'm so shocked? It's because your skin's too cold.
それは違います。
What?
ルーシーの肌が冷たいからではありません。マスターの肌が熱いからです。
Is that true? I haven't noticed myself. Anyway, that still doesn't explain why you touch my forehead.
えへん、驚かないでくださいね。
Man, me encanta. Me encanta.
ルーシーはシルバーロボットの役割も請け負うことができるんですよ。
Silveroid. The type of robot specifically designed to assist the elderly. I hear they're referred to as civil
お医者様
droids.
のように専門的なことはできませんが、簡単な健康ケアなら可能です。体温、血圧、脈拍、排尿量の検査、尿の検査などなどできます。
Not interested. I'm gonna put my clothes on, so just get out.
押さないでください。ちゃんと体の状態をチェックしないと。
I ignore her and continue pushing her aside. Then I shut the door. I hurriedly gather my clothes and put them on. Doki doki. Doki doki! Whew. I'm almost finished with my studies for the day. I check the time and realize it's getting pretty late. I look around the room, but Lucy is nowhere to be seen. What could she be doing? I start to get a little curious. I get up from my chair and go look for Lucy. Speak of the devil. At the very moment, Lucy enters my room. What are you doing?
はい、家事をしていました。
What could have possibly taken her so long? My curiosity is at its peak, but I hold back from questioning her further. Instead, I ask something else. By the way,
はい、何かわからないことでもありましたか？
how was it like when you were at the lab?
研究所ですか？どうだったと言いますと？
Did you get along with anyone there? Ok, lo voy a dejar un poquito alto el volumen porque me gusta esta canción.
研究所の方たちは皆さんいい人ばかりでした。皆さん、ルーシーによくしてくれました。
I don't trust Lucy when she calls people nice. I wonder if she's ever insulted anyone in her life.
でも、強いて一人あげると、博士がお一人記憶に残っています。
A doctor?
ルーシーを作ってくれた方です。渋くて人望の厚い方でした。ひげが印象的でしたね。他の方たちも良かったですが、その方が一番ルーシーを可愛がってくれました。ルーシーもその方を一番慕っていました。
Do you want to see him again?
はい。機会があれば必ずまたお会いしたいです。
Do you want to spend more time with him?
そうですね。機会があればまた一緒に暮らしたいです。
I see.
でも
She stops for a moment.
ルーシーは今マスターのそばにいるのが幸せです。後でもしマスターにとってルーシーが必要でなくなったら、また博士に会える機会があれば、その時は博士と一緒に暮らしたいです。
So basically, he's your second choice.
保険ですね。
But are you satisfied with that? He treated you better than I ever did, right? He knows a lot about robots too, and he will probably be a better person to rely on whenever something happens. Wouldn't it be better for you to serve him as a master instead?
マスター、ひょっとしてルーシーが必要なくなったのですか？
Man, Lucy's mother. What do you mean?
そうでなかったらそんなこと言うはずありません。ルーシーはずっとマスターのそばにいたいです。今のこの生活に満足していますから。ですからそんなこと言わないでください。
Man, I see. I felt that I was being silly to be able to find comfort in her words, in the words of a mere robot. I truly feel like an idiot. Man, Lucy! Lucy es demasiado tierna. She's way too cute for me. I mean, I know it's a fucking waifu. I shouldn't be so happy about this. School ended a bit earlier than usual today. I heard that they were celebrating something, but I've already forgotten what it was about. It's probably nothing important. I hurry home. Lucy wasn't waiting for me outside. At this early hour, that's to be expected. She's probably doing some housework. She'll be surprised to know that I'm home already. I'm kind of looking forward to how she'll react. Lucy wasn't in the living room either. I thought maybe she had gone to help at the shop, but that doesn't seem like the case. I hear a faint sound of someone humming. What? I wonder what she's doing. I make my way towards the source of the sound. This is not good. This is not good. Not at all. I find Lucy there. I couldn't tell what she was doing at first, but upon a closer look I could see that she's doing some laundry by hand. While silently watching, I think to myself, the washing machine's working fine, so why is she doing this? As I am about to call out to her, I stop myself. I notice a mountain of dress shirts piled up beside her, and another pile of pants right next to it. I couldn't tell how much there were, but just by looking. But it was probably something into the 3 digits. I was more perplexed than surprised. What's going on here?
Master, どうしてこんな時間に?
Oh man, this is bad. I'm asking you what's going on in here.
いけない。バレる前に隠さないと。
It's too late for that now. I'm not in the mood to go along with her foolishness. I pressure Lucy with a silent stare. What exactly is all this?
見ての通り洗濯物です。
Whose?
マスターとお父様の。
Lies. Even with all of our clothes combined, the pile will be much smaller than that. Just how many do you have here?
数えてないので正確には。
Where's this all from? Lucy only returns a nervous glance. She she doesn't respond. Looks like my father brought home everyone's clothes from work. I was wondering what you've been doing lately out of my sight, but I guess this is it, huh? When are you supposed to be done with this by?
それが
You don't possibly mean today, right? It appears I was correct. It will be impossible to go through this amount in a single day, though. Does this happen often?
はい
I'm asking if my father toys with you like this all the time. Quit laughing, you moron! There's nothing funny about this! I wonder why my father will do something like this. It's probably because he wanted a reason to talk down to Lucy. Or maybe he's confusing this place with a dry cleaning facility. Even so, the way he's going on about this puts me at a loss for words. It's so childish that it makes me laugh. Is he trying to make a modern Cinderella film? Just don't.
はい
You don't have to do this. Why would you be doing laundry for complete strangers? Just leave it.
そういうわけにはいきません
Why not?
お父様がルーシーを信じて与えた任務だからです。がっかりさせないためにも、ルーシーがやり遂げなければなりません。
Are you an idiot? Just look at how much there is. It's obviously asking for the impossible.
そうだとしても、見せつけられるように終わらせてみせます。このような大変な仕事もしょっちゅうこなせば、いつかはお父様もルーシーを認めてくれるはずです。それに終われないほどの量の仕事をわざと与えたわけではないと思います。ルーシーの実力を信じて任せたのかもしれないじゃないですか。
Alright, this certainly is different from Cinderella. Here is a girl who is completely obvious to a person's ill intent. Lucy doesn't feel like she's unfortunate. She doesn't feel that my father's demands are unfair. Ridiculousness. Absurdity. It's like that these types of words don't even exist in my vocabulary at all. Since all I can do is point out her flaws from afar, it's frustrating for me. It's like watching over an autistic kid. It causes pain for the person looking after her, while the child herself doesn't have a care in the world. A Cinderella that does not wish to be saved. The mice that turns into houses, lizards that turns into the footman, the pumpkin that turns into a carriage, and the prince waiting for Cinderella. She doesn't need any of those in the first place. However, fuck! Obviously I'm gonna help her out! Shit, I shouldn't leave her alone! Knowing the situation, I no longer can. Reluctantly, I extend my hand. I'll help you out.
マスター、ルーシーは
I know, you don't need my help, right? But it doesn't matter. I'm not doing this for your sake, so it doesn't matter what you think. Yeah, this is actually for my sake.
マスター自身ですか？
That's right.
マスターのためにルーシーを手伝うのですか？
Yeah.
よく理解できません。
It doesn't matter if you don't understand. Just take it as you will.
それなら仕方ありません。よろしくお願いします。
Looks like she finally caved in. But even with that said, I wonder if there's really anything I can do to help her out. The only washing machine we have is already running at full throttle. There's only so much this tiny thing can manage. There won't be enough time. Looks like I'll have to join Lucy in doing the laundry by hand. It'd be more efficient to cram the clothes into a single large bucket and wash them all at the same time. But it might leave behind something that my father can nitpick about. there's no choice. I roll up my sleeves and get to work alongside Lucy. What I am doing in this day and age, it's like choosing to make fire with stick and stones when you already have a working stove. But fuck this! I'm gonna help Lucy! Fuck my father! Fuck him! Yeah, I like this music. This is like, we're doing it. Come on. Yeah. Work it out. The results aren't looking too bad. Lucy and I are on the washing machine are all the hard work. We're making a lot of progress. Even so, the end is nowhere not to be seen. The towering pile of dress shirts hasn't gotten too much smaller. Just the very sight of it causes me to sigh. Alright, bring it on. I motivate myself once more. Now that I've already become a part of this, I'll definitely have you finished by tonight no matter what. Vamos, cabrón, le estamos ayudando, vamos, 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 vamos. At that moment, Lucy returns from hanging out the washed clothes to dry. It's getting chilly lately. Still, they will dry in about 3 or 4 hours, under direct sunlight even in winter. That's probably too much to hope for. This house only contains 2 male residents. Who would have thought that a cloth dryer will ever come in handy? It seems like we'll have to iron the clothes after they've dried a little bit. We still have a long way to go. My hands never stop moving. After a while, as a thought suddenly comes to mind. Is there anything else?
これ以外と言いますと
What my father asked you to do? Is there anything else?
残りの時間で倉庫のものを整理しろと言われました。
The storage? We haven't even touched anything in there for over the last 6 years. It's a place of merging cobwebs and dust. It won't be so easy to make the gunk off everything. And it's not like there's anything inside that we can use. It's simply unnecessary. It's just more redundant work that my father chose to dump on Lucy. Come on, seriously?
どうかされましたか?
It's nothing. Let's just get this done first. I found myself putting more string into my fingers. No me gusta esto. I don't like this. Quite a long time has passed. It's already dark outside. And if we had done an equivalent exchange with time, the mountain of dress shirts has nearly disappeared. I never expected to be able to finish it when I started. But the end was finally drawing near. It looks like we'll somehow manage to get it done by today. I hear some bustling coming from the front door. It appears that my father has returned. Lucy sets down her iron and hops over to the front door to greet him.
お帰りなさいませ、お父様。
I could hear their voices all the way from here. I'm back. Have you finished the laundry I left you with? His voice had an unusual cheerful tone to it. You'd better be finished, but there will be consequences. It was that kind of
ほ
voice.
とんど終わりました。
Almost done? He sounds surprised. He probably wasn't expecting that kind of answer. Now I know for certain that he really did ask Lucy for something he thought would be impossible. And he was planning to scold her when she failed to finish it. Before I knew it, my father had already entered the room. He was standing at the door staring at me. You! What do you think you're doing? As you can see, I'm doing the laundry. I don't remember asking you to do such things. I'm just helping her out a little because there was a lot to be done. It clearly wasn't something Lucy could handle by herself. For a while, my father doesn't say a word. He silently holds back his anger. How despicable. Appearing frustrated, my father continues. So you forced someone to help because you thought you wouldn't be able to finish it by yourself? I can't believe such a disgraceful robot exists! After finally catching up to him, Lucy tried to explain the situation, but my father isn't in the mood to listen. I don't want to hear any excuses! No. 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 No, 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 conche tu madre, weón, no toques a Lucy, weón, no le pegaste, weón, me estás hueveando. I'm sorry. My father violently pushes Lucy aside. Her thin, fragile body slams against the wall. Her arms and legs lose their strength and sprawl across the floor. What? I couldn't immediately process what had just happened. Because of that, my reaction was delayed. What are you doing? I run over to Lucy and help her out. I hurriedly check her condition. I don't know much about machines, but it doesn't seem like there's any significant damage. I quietly breathe a sigh of relief. I turn around and glare at my father. You know that I was the one who had offered to help her. So why are you taking it on Lucy? It's because that robot didn't do its job properly. Such an unreliable robot is worthless. It should be disposed of. Isn't it your fault in the first place, you old fart? You were forcing her to do the impossible. Old fart? You dare calling me old fart? Do the laundry for all your co-workers? Clean the storage room that we haven't touched in years? Why are you making her do all this meaningless crap? What exactly do you have against that? What do you mean, what do I have against it? You turn on the machine to use it. You don't keep it powered on without a purpose. Robots were created to work. They were created to handle all the tedious chores in place of the humans. What's wrong with making a machine do some work when the purpose of its entire existence is to serve people? But it isn't something she needs to do! Are you talking about cleaning out the storage room? I've always been meaning to do that myself. I've just been postponing it. Even so, there's no need to force it onto her all at once, since it's not even important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's important or not. It's better to put the robot to use in some productive way than to keep it sitting in the back. To me, you're the one that's being strange. Aren't you being too obsessed with the robot? You're not confusing this robot with a real person, are you? His words are putting me on the defensive. For some reason, I begin to well up with anger. Look at her! Just come take a look at her! She talks and acts exactly like a real person. And do you still believe that she has no feelings on her own? Can you really say that without any doubt? Yeah, I can. You're the one who's being delusional. No matter how close to a real person the robot may be, it's not real. It's nothing but a toy imitating a person. It may act like a real human being, but in the end, it's only a robot. It's a fake! Do not be fooled by it. Do not be fooled by its appearance. Why is it that you cannot tell apart what it is real and what it is not? You're not different from those people who have lost their souls to these wretched imitations. And can I really call you my own son? Get a hold of yourself! I bite down hard on my lips. I can taste the saltiness of the blood. I open my mouth in an attempt to say something back, but I'm stopped by Lucy.
Master?
Lucy grabs onto me.
Master? もうやめてください。ルーシーは大丈夫です。見てください。全然平気です。本当に平気なんです。全く問題ありません。見てください。ルーシーは見た目よりもずっと丈夫に作られています。
Lucy is smiling. Lucy's smiling like a total fool. Lucy's smiling as if nothing's happened. Like everything's fine. And I know she's not putting on a fake smile. That's why, for a split second, it made me see her as nothing but an ordinary robot. Her lack of self-will, her blind obedience to father, made me see her as a robot. And it was frustrating. It was frustrating that I saw her that way. I was mad at Lucy for smiling away like a fool. I was mad at my father for being so stubborn. And I was mad at myself, the most, for having trouble finding the words to say back to him. And just like that, I returned to my room. I locked the door and jumped under the blankets. I wondered while staring at the ceiling lights. What am I expecting from Lucy? How am I supposed to treat Lucy? I mull over the same questions, even though it feels as if I will never be able to reach a conclusion. Octubre 21. Yo. Ok, chicos, lo dejo hasta acá el día de hoy. Eso fue
Mierda, men.
Fue un ataque de rabia demasiado grande. ¿Lo estás viendo?
No, te estaba escuchando.
Estaba enojado de verdad, weón.
Sí, se notó, boludo, es que la situación es una mierda.
Ok, lo dejamos hasta acá. Muchas gracias por haber visto. Nos vemos en la próxima. Estén atentos si les gustó la serie, porque la próxima igual va a ser dentro de poco, probablemente el fin de semana. Está muy buena, está muy fuerte la serie, me gustó la trama, me gusta demasiado lo que está pasando. Y eso, espero que vean lo que sigue, se suscriban al canal los que están viendo no están suscritos, si les gustó. If you like this video and you're watching and you speak in English and you came here by sudden coincidence, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be playing this game, continuing it in a few days.
Nobody's gonna subscribe to this channel, man.
I need to try it, man. I mean, maybe someone who speaks in English is watching this shit right now, and you can subscribe to my channel. I have content in Spanish, and I'll also be uploading content in English, maybe. This content is in English, partially.
Maybe not.
Eso, chicos, muchas gracias por estar viendo el video. Por cierto, pásense por el canal de Diego. Diego abrió su Patreon. Y apóyenlo, por favor. Por favor, apóyenlo. No, de verdad. Diego se esfuerza mucho y gasta demasiado de su tiempo por los fandoms que hace, así que igual sería como consecuente que la gente lo ayudara, no sé. Bueno, filo. Ya que YouTube no paga nada. YouTube quita trabajo. Y eso, chicos, nos vemos en el siguiente live de Yushi, el cual espero que sea pronto.
Adiós.
Así que chau chau.